Leader, third party.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Speaker, there's no doubt that we need to take bold action to address the drivers in our housing crisis, and a fundamental component of this is clamping down on speculation. But the government's botched speculation tax doesn't, in fact, target speculation. Honourable Speaker, a speculator is someone who buys a property solely to flip it. Honourable Speaker, a speculator is someone who parks offshore money in our real estate, hoping to protect themselves from the turmoil in global markets. Honourable Speaker, a speculator is someone who uses bare trusts to avoid paying property transfer taxes, thereby allowing multiple sales and resales with no change in title. A speculator, Honourable Speaker, is not someone who pays taxes here and owns a vacation cottage. These folk are not trying to capitalize on our out-of-control housing market. Honourable Speaker, my question to the Minister of Finance is this. The Minister has said that her aim is to make sure she gets speculators out of the market. Does the Minister consider British Columbians with vacation homes to be speculators, or will she ensure that they are fully exempt from this tax, and if so, how will she do it?
Minister of Finance.
Much, Honourable Speaker, and thank you to the member, the Leader of the third party. I appreciate the question, and I appreciate his support for a speculation tax. We were left in this province with a crisis when it comes to the housing market because the other side ignored the issues and the crisis that people were facing around affordability. We've seen rents skyrocket. We've seen families who can't afford to live in the community that they work in. And so our goal is to ensure that British Columbians can afford to work and live in their own province. We're including measures in the speculation tax that will protect British Columbians. We are looking at getting people out of the market who are using our housing market as a stock market. The specifics will come. We're continuing to listen to the issues that people raise, including the member at the end. And we will make sure that housing is affordable for British Columbians. That's our aim, and that's what the speculation tax will do.
Leader, third party on a supplemental.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Speaker, the government has had years to consult with British Columbians. Instead, it brings in a poorly thought-out tax measure whose interpretation seems to change every time the Minister or Premier is in a press scrum. As far as I can understand from the tax information sheet still on the government's website, British Columbians with second homes have to pay the tax, and then they get a non-refundable tax credit after the fact. Lower moderate income British Columbians will, in many cases, not even be able to use the tax credit. But if you're very wealthy, Honourable Speaker, you get the full benefit of the credit. And that doesn't make any sense. It penalises people with moderate and low incomes and further entrenches the idea that home ownership is reserved only for the wealthiest. Honourable Speaker, my question through you to the Minister of Finance is this. Will the Minister reconsider this tax credit model to ensure that British Columbians with vacation homes are actually protected from the effects of this speculation tax?
Minister of Finance.
Thank you very much, Honourable Speaker. And I would say to the member once again that we introduced the speculation tax as part of our 30-point plan to address affordable housing in British Columbia. I said in the budget lockup and on budget day that the details would be coming. We are listening to British Columbians, including the member and other people who have put forward ideas. We have been working on those issues since we introduced the speculation tax. The specific concerns that the member raises are issues that are already on the table that we are reviewing and looking at as we implement the tax. As I've said all along, details will come. The aim is to make sure that we get speculators out of the market. And I would say to the member that if you are an individual who owns 4 empty houses and you're leaving them vacant in Vancouver, you are speculating in the housing market. We will be addressing that, and we will be addressing affordable housing for British Columbians.